Hey everybody, welcome to Jersey Concept Friday. Welcome to Post to Post. If you are new, my name is Neil. Welcome, thanks for joining me. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button down below to catch Jersey Concepts every single Friday here on this channel. It is one of the most favorite things I do. And we have a wonderful little community here where we have lots of designers who submit designs, who submit jerseys, and then we all kind of just review them together. This is going to be a reaction video, so you're going to react to these at the same time that I do, and we're going to have some fun. And if you want to come up with your designs, maybe you're thinking about it, you got Photoshop, and you want to kind of dive into the world of Jersey Concepts, you can go to sportstemplates.net, and then you can use my code on that website. It's post to post, and that's going to save you 10%. And you don't just have to get the jersey template. There are other templates on there from all different other sports. There are even free ones on there if you want to download and have some fun. There's a skate one that was introduced recently, so I would love to see some concepts from you guys of the skate. But yeah, like I said, use code post to post. It's going to save yourself 10%. All right, let's get into these. This is a full set, like I said, 32 teams from the NHL. A reaction video. Let's go in alphabetical order as far as abbreviation. Anaheim is first. Whoa. Okay. The first thing I noticed wasn't all the orange. It wasn't the crazy shoulder striping. There's lots going on up here. It was the font of the numbers. It's very similar to the reverse retro font, which is what's his name? Mighty Wing? I don't know. I forget his name. Anyway, the reverse retro, the font that's on that jersey, which is the font from the original jersey back in the 90s. This is similar. I don't think it's identical, but it's similar. And for me, it doesn't fit on this jersey. It feels extremely out of place. But the rest of the jersey I quite like. I like that muted eggplant or purple color. It's not as bright and vibrant, I feel. Could just be my screen, but that's just kind of the impression that I get right now with this one. It just feels a little less saturated than I'm used to. I love the orange. The orange is fantastic. There's not enough orange in the NHL. The shoulders are probably going to be a miss for me. I don't like the Mighty Ducks on there. They're not even called the Mighty Ducks anymore. They're called the Anaheim Ducks. Mighty Ducks was removed from their title, so not a huge fan of that. But in the shoulders, like this part here where it kind of comes in a section of black, purple, white, purple, black. So there's technically five separations there all the way along the front and the back. I could probably do without those, but otherwise this is probably just like an average jersey. Next up, Arizona, the team I decided to wear for this this video. I just got this jersey, super rare jersey, so I thought I'd wear it right away. This jersey is quite interesting. It's very close to, it's close to the Kachina, but it's also close to the reverse retro as well. Generally, it's the reverse retro. The shoulders are the identical, but the neck is very Kachina. Obviously, the middle is Kachina with that logo, not the same logo that's on the Kachina jersey, but you know what I mean. And then the bottom's quite different. I think this is an okay jersey. I think I prefer that Kachina pattern, not in the middle of the jersey behind the primary logo, but more so on the bottom. Next, we got Boston. This seems like a very normal and average concept. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with this at all. I love the meth bear on the shoulders. I even like the logo kind of recolorized like that in the middle there. Again, probably change the font. That seems, the stroke on the numbers is just too thick. It needs to be maybe shadowed or angled a certain way with a different perspective. So not equal shadow or stroke throughout the whole thing. Have it come down on one side so it gives a bit of dimension and a bit of pop to the numbers. Buffalo is next, and this is beautiful. I love this. I love the goat head, but with the colors, the new colors, this would be extremely complimentary to their brand. I like what's going on in the bottom of the jersey. I think that is, Buffalo could definitely pull it off like they have in the past. So yeah, this is a great jersey. Carolina is next. Oh, wow, okay. A little bit of a change in addition to the alternate logo, which you find in the shoulders here. I will say that I don't like the orientation of the shoulder patch because when you're looking at it like we are, straight on, they're offset. They're not symmetrical, and it makes me feel uncomfortable from a visual perspective. So I would change that to make sure that they're exactly even and symmetrical. But the addition was the Hartford Whaler logo on the flags instead of the warning kind of symbol. I don't mind that, actually. I kind of like that nod to Hartford. Now, the overall jersey is very close to their home jersey, minus the pattern in the stripe, and obviously the colors are completely different. They're colorized to be the Hartford Whalers colors. An interesting concept. I think it's probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10, probably a 9 out of 10 if we get a couple of tweaks with the shoulders there. Columbus is next, and it's hard to screw up Columbus, and he hasn't. He's done a great job here. The stars on the bottom of the sleeves, I will say, look a little bit big for my taste. They're very distracting. There is a lot of points here that we could look at when we were designing jerseys, when we're designing anything really, and it doesn't even have to be graphic design. It could be photography. When you think about photography, you think about where does the eye go first, where does it lead, where do the lines take us visually in a scene. The same rule applies to a lot of art, and you can apply that to jerseys as well. What's the primary graphic? What's the primary visual focus? Most of the time, it's the logo on front. That's why it's as big as it is. You want to draw the eye into the middle, see that logo. I don't think that's the case here. Although I do like the jersey as a whole, there is just a lot going on. So what's the primary focus here? The numbers having that white stroke, they're very prominent. They're very eye-catching. The shoulder patches, I probably wouldn't say so. I think the stars in the neck are even maybe more distracting than the shoulder patches, because the shoulder patches are colored to kind of blend in with the shoulders themselves. They definitely get a pass. So the stripes on the arms, the stripes on the bottom of the jersey, the stars on the bottom of the sleeves, the numbers, and obviously the logo. That's a lot of things that's kind of going on and pulling our eyes in different directions. So I would like to maybe make the numbers smaller, maybe remove the stroke, maybe make the numbers white just so they're brighter technically, but they feel more appropriate, or off-white rather, not white, but off-white. So they just blend in with the rest of the jersey. Maybe make the stripes along the bottom a little bit thinner, make the stars a little bit thinner on the bottom of the sleeves. And this is all personal preference, right? Like, I don't think I'm right. This is just my my visual assessment of this jersey. Calgary. Whoa! This almost feels like an Arizona Coyotes state flag inspired jersey in a way, with kind of that staged gradient sunset action going on here. This also kind of looks like a Pride potential jersey, you know, like a warm-up one or something. It's not bad, actually. I kind of like Blassie being blacked out except for the fire coming out of the nose. That brings that fire to life because it's the only thing in color. I'm not a fan of the neck, though. I would definitely change that neck. I'd like the logo on the shoulders, actually. The striping on the arms and the bottom of the jersey is totally fine. I just really have an issue with the neck. I just find it, that part specifically distracting. But really interesting design, out of the box. Chicago. Of all the city flag-inspired Chicago Blackhawks concepts, this is one of the best that I've seen, because most people use white, or they tried to make an away version, because the flag is majority of white, so they go with the away jersey, which is primarily white. It's easy to put them together. Gordon's gone a different direction here, and I like it. He's gone with the dark version, and then just kind of thrown in those visual additions from the flag. That blue color, the red color. I guess the red's already part of the jersey, but you understand what I mean. The striping in a way. So he's kind of taken two things that maybe shouldn't go together, but put them together anyway. And for me, it works. I do find the neck a little bit too thick and white. That is what she said. But if we just thin that down a little bit better, that'd be pretty good. This reminds me a lot of the Winter Classic jersey with a splash of color. And the Winter Classic jersey is my favorite Chicago Blackhawks jersey, so I like this one a lot. Colorado. Oh, the C is a great choice. The Bigfoot, bringing that back, is a good choice. Not a huge fan of the gray around the shoulders. The numbers, not for me. And this feels quite empty maybe in the bottom. I'm not sure if I would... Yeah, I don't know. I would say average for this one. Dallas. Ooh, the Mooterus. The Mooterus. Okay, here's a good example of sometimes text can work on a neck, sometimes it can't. Like in the Mighty Ducks one. Mighty Ducks, remember it said Mighty Ducks? It didn't work for me because it was just floating. It was out of place. Here he has it sectionalized on the neck. Green swatch, Dallas. Green swatch, stars. There's a placement for the text to fit in that little section. It also splits up the neck a little bit, like some teams do, like Chicago splits up their neck. The white stops here, and then it just kind of blends in with the regular colors in the front, which is a good decision. I really like what he's done with the neck. I think that's very unique and done and executed properly. The shoulder patch is colorized like that, perfect. The little stripes that stop here by the numbers and allow the numbers to breathe, I like that a lot. I don't like the stroke around the numbers. If I could be critical of anything so far in the entire video, of all the designs, it probably would be the numbers. Too many strokes going on and too many thick strokes. I would like to see those get a little bit thinner. The rest of the jersey is quite nice. I actually really like this jersey. Detroit. So Al the Octopus has made an appearance on the shoulders, which is an okay decision. It's hard to kind of think outside the box with Detroit because they don't really change anything too much, like I say multiple times on the channel here. But yeah, this one's okay. Edmonton. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice the neck at first, which is surprising because you could argue that that's really busy. I don't like the neck. I think there's just too much going on here. But I don't mind the idea. I think it's too prominent. If we change the transparency from like maybe it's at 90% right now or 100, bring it down to 10 or 15 so it's there, it's just extremely subtle, and maybe you don't notice it unless you're up close. The shoulder patch colorized like that I think is awesome. Again, the numbers, not a fan of the numbers at all. Don't mind the bottom of the jersey, but wouldn't be in super favor of keeping it that way. The logo in the front is average. Florida. Okay, you guys understand. Most of you just understand. There are so many concept designers that submit Miami Vice inspired jersey concepts for Florida. You guys get it. Like you know that people want this. You know that I like it, and I can't not like this. This is amazing. This is an amazing jersey. I love the fact that it has a gradient. I love the fact that the shoulder patches are colorized the way that they are. I don't think the logo in the front is colorized to perfection, but it's very good. The numbers, again, not my favorite, but okay. I love the fact that you left the bottom of the jersey, Gordon. Like you just looked at the bottom, you're like, I'm not going to add anything to the bottom here. I don't think it needs it. I think that was the right choice. Having nothing in the bottom, just allowing that gradient to kind of give it space throughout the entire jersey to do its work was the right decision. This is an excellent jersey. LA. Oh, wow. This is incredibly interesting. I will say that I don't... but maybe. I was going to say I don't like the shoulders being yellow, and maybe they should be purple. I think he's maybe actually made the right decision by making them yellow because of the yellow stripe along the bottom. If you made the shoulders purple, it wouldn't balance properly. You just have this big swatch of yellow along the bottom, and there would be nothing to weight it at the top and balance it from top to bottom. So I think making the shoulders that yellow really balances with the bottom of the jerseys. That was a good decision, actually now that I've thought it through. The off-white used here is perfect for LA. They came into the league in 1967, and although that's not an original six team, I still consider them to be an older team. So using off-white for this team is 100% acceptable, I think. The logo in the front is colorized perfectly. Actually don't mind the numbers here. I don't like the shoulder patch, though. I'd probably nix that. But overall, a really, really interesting LA concept. Yeah, not the best I've seen, but really good. Minnesota. Minnesota's a hard one to screw up as well. Their brand is awesome. They've used off-white in the past, and they play it simple but really modern at the same time. It's a really interesting brand. The shoulders are fantastic. The colorization coming from the neck, which doesn't change at all. Brilliant decision. No change from the start of the neck all the way through the shoulders, down the arm, having that color just come from there and just continue all the way down. Excellent decision. Makes it so clean. The numbers are perfect on this one. And yeah, just excellent. A really, really, really good two-tone jersey here. Montreal. This is awesome. Okay, well, it's not perfect. It's awesome, but it's not perfect. The numbers I would move up probably a little bit. I would make the bottom striping on the arms come up to the same horizontal plane as the one in the middle. I don't mind that they're not the same thickness, but I definitely would move them up. I want them to be on the same level. Other than that, I think this is excellent. A really, really excellent jersey, Gordon. New Jersey Devils. Oh, see, okay, here's where the font, if we think about New Jersey, they really haven't changed, but they're going to come out with an alternate. I'm not saying this year, but at some point in it, well, they are actually coming out with an alternate this year. We don't know what it looks like yet, but at some point, they're going to have to come out with an alternate black jersey that's more modern. This is a good representation of that, or a good concept, rather. And the font that he's used here is perfect. That completely modernizes the jersey just in itself. And this, again, another really good two-tone jersey here. I think this is really, really plausible for the Devils. It might not be the jersey that we see this year, but maybe in the next couple of years, who knows. Nashville. Oh, the design here coming down from the neck, if you're familiar with the original logo, or the current one, I guess, it almost feels like, I mean, the one here has it that he's using, but still, it almost feels like the teeth that come off and down. Like, look at the teeth on this one. They're not identical to the one that they currently use, but it's still applicable. That shape kind of makes the saber tooth of the Predator. So I like that. It feels a little awkward, but it makes sense for the brand. The numbers are fine. The shoulder patches is what we're used to. The bottom of the jersey is excellent. Of all the yellow concepts that I've seen, this is one of the better ones. The Islanders, whoa. Wow, it's so strange. It's almost like a shirt within a shirt, or like a jersey within a jersey. Oh, it's very weird. Not in a bad way, but just in a weird way. I can't explain it. I love the shade of teal that's being used here. It almost feels like a neon teal, if that even makes sense, or if that's a thing. The font is there. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I would say that's average. I have two questions. What color would the pants be? And how would the Islanders fans feel about this one? Let me know both of those down below in the comment section, guys. I would say this is a really cool design. I don't know if it's plausible. The Rangers in green, two shades of green, a mint green and a forest green, and gray and white. Wow, this is really different. I will say that I actually don't mind the green for the Rangers. That seems so weird to say, but I really don't mind it. The gray is the part that actually feels out of place for me. Maybe it's just the combination with the green that I don't like with the gray. But yeah, the gray feels out of place. Not bad for green. The Ottawa Senators, very good design. It's kind of a mix between the reverse retro and their current jerseys and then their old jerseys. So there's lots going on here, but this would totally work. I don't mind the font chosen here. I think that's very applicable to their brand. At the bottom of the jersey, the way that that's striped, I like that. The neck feels a little overdone, maybe with that other one. I don't remember the team. It was Edmonton. Maybe just kind of desaturate, or not desaturate. Maybe just make that transparent a little bit on the neck. Have the pattern there, but just not have it as prominent. Philadelphia. Okay, so very close to their, not very close, but close to their home, but with a touch of an alternate. Their black alternate just kind of thrown in there. I don't know if I like the orange at the bottom of the middle of the jersey. I think I'd actually remove that and just allow the black to come all the way down, and just keep the shoulders and the arms the way they are. Just have a really clean jersey from top to bottom, and that's probably all I'd change for this one. The Pittsburgh Penguins, wow. Okay, this is quite different. A two-tone jersey, same kind of shoulder design as the Nashville one. I don't know if I like it for this one. It's not bad. The logo is okay. I don't think it's better than their current one. Striping at the bottom, the arms is fine. Kind of an average jersey for me. Seattle, whoa. Tentacles on the neck, tentacles running down the arm and away. Tentacles kind of coming up in an awkward position. I don't like the bottom of the middle of the jersey. That's just, it comes up awkwardly there. It almost feels like, I don't know, if you ever have, like, if you're wearing oversized pants and you put a belt on and then you tighten them, but like the jeans like come up over the belt and they're just like kind of like sticking up. I kind of get that vibes, not vibes. But yeah, this is an okay design. San Jose, that gradient is so excellent for San Jose. If you think about the ocean and the depths, and the lower you go, the darker it gets, the higher you go, the lighter it gets. You get that sun breaking through. What do sharks do? They come from the depths and they attack. This is awesome. I really like this. The numbers could use adjusted a little bit, but the neck maybe a little bit too. But I really like the gradient in here. I think it's done perfectly. You don't have a jet black at the bottom. It's more of a charcoal kind of dark or gray or black. That's rising up into the darkness of the teal. Just an excellent execution of the gradient. I really like that a lot. Okay, next up is the St. Louis Blues. Shades of the alternate, shades of the reverse retro, shades of the 90s jersey that those are inspired from, shades of the current home jersey in a way as well. It is definitely not my favorite St. Louis Blues concept, but it's not bad. It's very blue forward, and for me, it's just, yeah, I don't think the different shade of blue at the bottom would be necessarily needed for me. I'd probably change that. Tampa Bay. What the heck is this? Whoa. This feels like a roller derby jersey or a roller hockey jersey. The numbers on the shoulders are crazy. They look like blinds. Oh, and then I don't mind the logo, and I don't mind the bolts on the arms. It looks like, did you ever get one of those books as a kid or an adult, and it's all jumbled, and you have to like cross your eyes and then uncross your eyes, and then your eyes focus on the shape that's in the section? I don't know what those are called. That's the best I can describe it. but what's going on here reminds me of that. I feel like if I cross my eyes, I'm gonna see something that's hidden in there. But yeah, this is a wild design. This is crazy. I don't mind it, but I don't think it's, I don't know. This would be good to build on. Like I think there's opportunity here to take this, run with this idea and improve on it and maybe make it a little bit better. I don't mind the approach here. Toronto. Okay. Is this the Toronto Montreal Canadiens? Holy. This is not going to work for me. The numbers are too low. The logo feels too low. This is the Montreal Canadiens. Sorry, Gordon. This one's not for me. I don't like this one at all. Vancouver. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting one. Wow. Okay, you got those suspenders. You got those suspenders working. How would that look with the pants? Oh, this is so. I don't mean to. I'm not laughing because I think it sucks. I'm laughing because it would make a funny visual, which would be. I mean, it would be awesome. I would like that. It's not for me, but I like it. Like if it existed, I would 100% buy it. Vegas. Oh, look at this. Is this better than the current crazy alternate gold jersey that they have? I really like that banner kind of look at the bottom. That is excellent. That is so well executed at the bottom of the jersey. And it just matches the arms. This is really good, Gordon. This is an excellent design. I like this. I like this a lot. Change the numbers maybe, but otherwise this is a perfect jersey. Winnipeg. Okay, this is the oh my god, I almost said Atlanta Flames. This is the Atlanta Thrashers inspired jersey because Atlanta Thrashers moved to Winnipeg. They became the Jets, and so this instead of Atlanta along the bottom it says Winnipeg. So if you're not familiar with this jersey, it technically kind of exists with Atlanta but not Winnipeg. So melding of two brands, which we've seen before in a way. The Minnesota Wild Reverse Retro North Stars inspired jersey. We've seen it, so it can happen. And if it did, I would 100% buy this. This is a nice melding. And the last one I believe is Washington. Ooh, so it's very similar to the Reverse Retro. I don't think I like the black. The black feels so out of place because it's not anywhere in the rest of the jersey. If you added even just a little bit of black in the neck, just to splash that color up there, it would be very good. I guess there's black in the numbers, but I think the neck needs black. Not a bad one, but the black does feel out of place for me. All right, so now I need to choose my favorite. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay, so there's a couple that I could have chosen. The San Jose one was good. The Chicago one was good. There were a couple of others, but I'm going to go with Vegas just because I really like. I think it's better than the current jersey, and I really like the bottom of the jersey. It makes sense for their brand. It makes sense for who they are. It represents a knight. And it's just executed so perfectly at the bottom. He's even got the metal fleck in here for the the texture of the actual jersey. He's gone the extra step with this concept, and I really appreciate that. So Gordon, excellent job on this one. It's my favorite, and really good job in the whole set. I probably seem overly critical on a lot of things going through this, but that's the intention. I worked as a graphic designer for the past 10 years and stuff, so just to kind of go through these and just love everything, I think we get old. So I like to kind of give constructive feedback. And again, I don't think I'm right with any of my opinions. This is mostly just personal preference. And I just kind of enjoy critiquing them. So I appreciate you guys watching. They are the most popular videos on the channel. So that tells me that you probably enjoy my process as well. So I appreciate that. And if you don't, let me know, like in the comment section. Hey, Neil, I wish you would do this differently. Or Neil, you spend too much time talking about this. Can you not do that so much? Or if you like it, tell me that as well. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate hearing from you guys. I want to, if I'm doing something wrong, I want to know about it. And if I'm doing something right, let me know. So hope you're having a great day. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. If you're in Canada, enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend, unless you live in New Brunswick. And if you live in New Brunswick like I do, then you won't be enjoying it because you can't even have a Thanksgiving because the government has shut everything down just for this weekend, which is very strange. We can talk about that in the future sometime, maybe on a podcast. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you very soon. Hit the subscribe button if you're new down below. Hit the like button. Adios.